What's good, everybody? This your boy D Money. We on another episode of the A Lot of Fashion podcast, and what we like to talk about here is business. We like to, give you business gems for your brand, your business, even for your personal life as well too. We even have business professionals hop on the podcast, tell about their stories, give gems that they've been able to pick up along the way, so that way they can help you get to the dreams and goals that you have set out for yourself, your brand, or your business. So make sure that you like and subscribe, and also make sure that you download this episode if you're listening from a podcast streaming platform. Now we're going to get into sacrifices. The last episode that we had on the A Lot of Fashion podcast, we talked about sacrifices, but there were more generic sacrifices that people have to, deal with when they first start out or while they're growing their business. And what I wanted to do on this episode is talk more about more real life problems that people deal with as they start to grow into becoming an entrepreneur and also start to, grow their business and even starting their business. So let's get right into it. Like I said before, make sure that you like and subscribe. And if you are on a podcast streaming platform, make sure that you download this episode. Now, sacrifices part 2. Number 1, cutting off people and family who waste your time or can't relate to the situations that you are dealing with on a day-to-day basis as you grow and as you grow your business and brand. Now, for me personally, I had to cut off a lot of family members, primarily majority of my family. I still talk to certain family members, and even family members that are, entrepreneurs know not to talk to a lot of our family because a lot of people are pocket watching and not really, supportive of the things that we're trying to do. And, we still tap in with each other so that way we can help each other grow, those that actually can relate to me. But for you, what I would definitely say is you gotta let those people go that cannot, relate to the situations that you're dealing with, as far as, say if you have a clothing brand, packaging your clothes, designing your clothes, the time that you have to spend on promoting your business, those different things are, important for you to focus in on, making sure that you have a, solid plan and strategy for your brand overall, your business overall. You just having to stay locked in and you dealing with people that can't really help you, it only hurts you because you're only wasting time, number 1, and number 2, you're only, catering to their needs and not your own. When you are starting a business, you have to kind of be a little bit more selfish, even though, a lot of people, might be giving people. You have to be more selfish with your, situation. Number 2 is leave all bad environments. For me personally, I've been homeless 8 times over my lifespan, all the way since I graduated high school. Even, you can kind of say college too. That was kind of a stint of me being homeless, so you can count that as number 9. But I put myself in that situation sometimes, but most of the time it was either, since it was the early parts of my life, family, had careless, intentions with, my well-being. So they put me, in certain situations that caused me later to be, sleeping on the streets or, working, as I'm sleeping on the streets just to save money so that way I can put it to my business. This has been, a 14-year stint for me. I finally, got my own situation 4 years ago. So now I'm solid in what I'm doing, and be locked in. Staying consistent while the haters hate. I've had family members hate on me. I have friends hate on me that I had to cut off just because I could feel the hate. I seen the actions. I seen how careless they were with my time. I seen, how careless they were with supporting me. So I had to cut them off because I knew they weren't on the same mindset that I was on. There's also the outside people that, hate on you as well too, because they don't know or understand what you got going on. And that's okay, because as time goes on and you continue to stay consistent with your plan, your strategy, and you execute it to the fullest, eventually, just like, every entrepreneur goes through their, first 5 to 7 years is that struggle with your brand or business. And it's because people don't, know what you're doing just yet. They don't fully understand what you're doing just yet, or you just haven't promoted it to where enough people have seen what you're doing to where the right crowd comes and sees what you're doing. So stay consistent with what you have going on, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to stop you as long as you execute and you have a solid plan. The next thing is not telling my dreams to anyone. As many difficult situations that I had to deal with where, I had different family members that, I had to battle against in certain situations. I had to help certain people in certain situations, but they couldn't help themselves. And it in turn hurt both of us. But at the same time, I never told them what my full dreams were. I might have let them know that, I want to be a fashion designer, just so that way they knew that I had something, better going on outside of the foolery that we're into. But I made sure that I never detailed my plans to everyone. And I made sure that I stayed focused, and even in those foolery situations, understanding that I couldn't go far and beyond like everybody else in the streets, because I had a plan and I had a destiny. Number 5 is cut off the drugs, the alcohol, the unnecessary habits and routines that you have in your life, because all they are going to do is slow you down. You're going to be more lazy than your sober self. And then on top of that, you're not going to really be able to get shit done. You're only going to be focusing on having fun. See, at the end of the day, if you really want to get your dreams and goals, you got to focus on that and stop focusing on having fun. A lot of motherfuckers like to have fun while they're growing their business and everything. And all you're going to end up doing is spending money that you need to be putting into either marketing, production, whatever your business is in need of at that point in time. You're just going to waste it. So don't even, partake in that. Focus in on, your health and wellness, because the more energized you are, the more time you're going to be willing to spend on your business. Number 6, trust no one. Absolutely trust no one. Even your friends that have your best interests at heart, they're only going to give you 80% of what you're going to give yourself and others. So at the best point of it is what I'm trying to get out is that most people are not going to fully have the full mindset that you have for your plan, your mission, your dreams and your goals. So they are going to have alternative motives to what they got going on and what they see they can grab value from you for. So you definitely are going to want to trust yourself, keep all your ideas, all your, things to yourself until you find the necessary answers to put it out into the world. Number 7 is it's okay to work a 9-to-5 to build money, resources for your business. Because shoot, I've had over 15 jobs. I've also had 2 businesses outside of the fashion brand before I started the fashion brand to help me build the wealth that I needed in order to start the fashion brand and continue to grow it at a consistent rate. And a lot of people like to clown people because they work jobs and they have a business as well too. At the end of the day, most of those motherfuckers are not even tackling their dreams and their goals if they're sitting there and talking about you. So don't even worry about them. Keep focusing on what you're supposed to do. Lock in on what your business needs as far as financially, and keep working that 9-to-5 until you can be full time with your business. The last thing that I want to really get into, you guys, is get to know the people that are around you. It's critical, because me as an entrepreneur, as I started out, my first 5 years, I've had people that I've tried to put on the team, that I tried to, collaborate with. And like I said before, with trusting no one, 80%, and the people that have your best interests at heart are only going to put 80% of their energy into you. The rest are barely going to put in the bare minimum just to get your time and attention. And then eventually they're either going to quit at some point, they're not going to be fully locked in at all, or they're just going to continue to waste your time as long as they can gain some type of value from you, whether it be money, assets, or anything of that sort, knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Just to get off whatever they're trying to get off. So, like I said, make sure you study the people that are around you, so that way you know you're getting the most value out of them just as much as you're giving value to them. So these are some of the things that I just figured, I lay out there for, the real world people, the people that are, hard workers that are actually going through the struggle while they chase their dreams and goals. And I just wanted to, give you guys that added inspiration that, don't matter where you come from, don't matter, if you're from the hood, the suburbs, or, wherever, if you have dreams and goals and then, involve you being an entrepreneur, go chase them joints today and don't waste no time and stay consistent. It is your world and everybody else's. It's just a matter if you going, tackle the reins and go for it. You feel me? So keep visualizing your purpose. And like I always say, have a solid plan, strategy, and execute so that way your dreams and goals come to fruition. Keep visualizing. I'm out.